Hello, welcome everyone to this new episode of iPad-only show. We are the iPad-only book co-authors, Michael Sliwinski.
And I'm Augusto Pinaud. How are you, Michael?
Yeah, I'm good. I wanted to talk to you today about the experience I had recently when I was meeting my developer team. We very rarely meet in person, but this time we did, and we had to brainstorm on our new application. And the thing is that it's the first time that they saw me work only on the iPad and do things on the iPad. And I want to share my experience like that.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting to see. It is interesting. People who have not experienced iPad only as an road, as an adventure, believe that it's just something we said or it's a phase or yeah, well, you use it for a couple of things, but you cannot really work on it. And it's not until you see somebody who is actual working on iPad only that they discover and they start considering their own paradigms. As we said on the book, one of the hardest things of going iPad only is that you need to work with your own workflows and assumptions. And that honestly is a big challenge.
It is, and for them it was just amazing because we met there and we started working together. So I decided to just hook up my iPad to the big screen. There was in the hotel room there was a big screen. So what I did, I just used the standard HDMI Lightning connector. So I plugged in my iPad to it, and because in my iPad gear I always have an Apple-made HDMI type cable. So I just hooked it up through HDMI to the external monitor, and I started showing them things. Started drawing on paper, so the paper application. Then I started sketching in Sketch. Then I started doing something else, and for them it was just amazing to see how this works and how I work. And then we had a problem with our backup servers, so I had to log into our backup servers, and then I had to switch to prompt application to go check it out, check out the server. Then I had to post some code to our server. So I went to the how we call it, the Textastic application for code. So I uploaded code to the server, and they were just seeing me in action. Like, then I would switch to mail, I would check something in the mail. Then I would switch back to the paper, draw something else, and they could see everything on the big screen. And then when I wanted to show them the application, how it looks on the iPod Touch, so on the small screen. So I would just unplug our iPad, put it to the iPod Touch, and they could see instantly the screen of the iPod Touch. So I could show them things. Then I would unplug it again. I would plug in my iPad Mini with iOS 7 to show them the iOS 7 on the iPad Mini. Then I would plug it again, plug my big iPad, show them something else. And then suddenly one of them was like looking at me and then at themselves and saying, now I get it.
Yeah, it is. It is interesting because a lot of people is convinced that this is a consumption device, that you can watch movies, go to the internet, and all that, but that you cannot really do actual real work or what they consider real work, and it's not the case, and it's not until you start seeing people doing it that you start considering if it's possible or not. I had experienced somebody who told me it's impossible to do certain things, and I was showing them how I do those things on my own iPad. I was using, it was a remote thing, so we were using Skype as today, and I connected my iPad through my Mac using an application called Reflector that basically allowed me to AirPlay to my Mac, and I was sharing my screen so he could see my iPad as I was talking. Something similar to what we did when we recorded the episode on the numbers. And I was showing this person how I was doing it immediately and in the day-to-day things. And after we finished, I got a similar feedback. Oh, so it is actually possible. Yes, it is. The reality is, we have said this and shared this, We bought a keyboard for our iPads on 2010 because we were trained that in order to do computing, you need a keyboard. And as you have said many times, the iPad has proof that the keyboard is really optional and that you really don't need it.
Exactly. The thing is with the keyboard, it's optional, and as we show it several times, I can use the. It's optional. It's not there anymore. So the thing is that they also saw that I was sometimes using the keyboard, and sometimes I would just put out the keyboard and show them things, just on the iPad without the keyboard. They could actually see me typing, fast on the keyboard, and they were on the on-screen keyboard, and they were also blown away how fast I'm doing that. So again, they thought that many people think that from the emails we also get that we are showing off. We are these guys who wanted to use the iPad hype, and then they want to just prove a point that doesn't exist. No. Both you and I, we are productivity geeks. We work on the iPads because we want to be more productive, not because we want to, suffer more. No, we want to be more productive. And with our book and with our, information that we're sharing, we want to prove to you and we want to show to you that you can be more productive. But it just takes time and switching the old habits, the old bad habits from the PC to the new habits of the iPad. And optimize your habits and optimize your workflows. But it's possible, and it's just a nice thing to see when people react to you like, no, I get it. So let's hope more people get it.
Yeah, as we have said, if you need that and you need to prepare, there is no open the iPad out of the box and be ready to work. But if you can spend the time working with your assumptions, working with your workflows, and preparing to do it, you will change in no time. And as we have said many times, you are going to have way more fun than what you are having on that old PC.
Yeah, just the other day I was talking to my mom, and my mom had she has an iPad from me that she got as a gift. So she was using the iPad and she was searching for a hotel, and she would go to Booking.com website. And I was like, no, you don't do that on the iPad. You get a Booking application. It's a lot better. You don't go to Booking.com website anymore. So, and again, the paradigm shift. When I want to go to a website for a longer period of time, I'm checking if they have an app for that. And later, I go to their website.
Yeah, in most cases, the app it worked much better than the website, actually.
Exactly. So on a happy note, hope you get it too. And, we have... our book is an international bestseller, so I hope that people who buy our book and read our book actually get it as well. And we encourage you to get it and try to get the book and try to get it with us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.